Hi everyone, I'm Laurie Dufresne, Certified Health Coach with Optavia, and today we're going to be sharing some real stories of health, and I'm very excited to get started. So let me go ahead and share my screen, and we will get started here. So my name again is Laurie Dufresne, and let's see here. Okay, there we are. So my husband, Garrett, and I found this program about 5.5 years ago. And quite honestly, it's one of the best decisions we've ever made. I've personally struggled with my weight for about 25 years. I like to say I was an up and down yo-yo. And so I'd always lose weight, but then I'd always start gaining weight right back again. So I don't know if any of you have ever could relate to that or not, but I'm really proud to say that 5.5 years later, my husband and I have been able to maintain our weight in a very easy way, a very simple way. And so much about what our program has to offer is we focus on habits. And so my husband lost 50 pounds and I lost 30 pounds. And our life is just so different now. We're just so much more active, and it's gone on to inspire health into our children as well. So I'm going to introduce now a wonderful friend of mine. His name's Dan Newman. And Dan, if you would like to unmute yourself and just share a little bit about how this program has worked for you and a little bit about your story. Are you there, Dan?
There I am. Okay. So I found, basically I found myself my story is I found myself walking to the doctor's office for a visit. And he said, Dan, I have some bad news. If you don't change some things, you may not be here for your daughter's graduation. That was an eye-opening event for me. And about the same time, I watched my best friend lose 80 pounds over 4 months. And I basically asked him what he was doing, and he introduced me to Optavia. Over the next, I signed up on Valentine's Day, and over the next 4 months, actually 5 months for me, I proceeded to lose 50 pounds. Beforehand, I was depressed, and I don't know if you can see in the before picture there, you can see the smile on my face, but my eyes are hurting. I was tired all the time, just not in a good place at all. 5 months later, fast forward, I'm happy, I'm smiling. You can see my skin looks a lot better. And what's amazing also about this is as you get your energy, you want to get up and off the couch. And so you can see in the lower right-hand corner, that's my daughter, Gabrielle. My wife and myself, we were out hiking Valley of Fire. We just kind of woke up one day and we said, let's go. And it was absolutely beautiful out there. Walked about 3 or 4 miles that day, no out of breath, very easy, and it was so much fun. So I like to say my kids got their dad back, my wife got her husband back, and probably most importantly, I got my life back. So
Awesome. So powerful. It's
definitely a life-changing event and experience. And since then, I have kept the weight off for now I'm up to 18 months. I've always been a yo-yoer, and so this is feeling fantastic. And of course, like that other person that decided to pay it forward, other people have been inspired by my story. In the lower left is a fabulous couple, Dave and Christine. They are just amazing. In the lower right there is a friend of my Aunt Ursula. She saw her experience, and she wanted to move better on the tennis court. So she signed up, and you can see there, she's just a little animal there. And then probably most importantly, next on this, I'd like to introduce you to is my mother-in-law, Margaret. She has a great story, and I don't want to take any of her thunder, so I'll let her take it from here.
You can jump in, Margaret.
Hi. Hey, this is Margaret, and so glad to be with you today and telling you all about my story. My great son-in-law, Dan. His friend started the diet, and then he's joined in, and then his wife, and it just went on. And I kept watching all these people losing weight, and I'm going, yeah, I'm going to start a diet, but it would last a half a day. And I was so tired of listening to myself do this that I went, you know what, it is possible. Look at everybody else around you doing this. So I started really getting interested in it, started talking to Dan, and decided to jump in and do it. I was a little concerned though, because I'm on a very, very limited budget, means that I'm only on Social Security and retirement, which is not a lot. And so I was wondering about the price of it. And I decided, well, I'm spending money at the grocery store anyway, and sometimes I just get darn right lazy and eat out. I'm going to figure this out. And I did. And I'm not too sure that I didn't save money because of eating out, but definitely it would have been a wash for what I buy, and then for the lean and green. You just don't realize how much money you are spending on groceries until you really do it. I've now been on the journey, or my journey. It'll be a year next month, and I'm still on the journey, still working for my goal. So I'm hoping that you would be interested and like to join me for the rest of my my journey. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're great. You're great. I love so much of what you shared. You know, you found a way, you have a need, you see that everybody else, it's working for them, and now it's working for you. You know, how much have you lost in total so far, Margaret?
I don't have the number right exactly, but it's 70 something pounds.
Amazing.
And I just, you know, when I first started, I had a bedroom downstairs, and the washer and dryer were upstairs. So at least once a week I had to climb the stairs to get up there. So a little exercise. But I would get to the landing and I would be exhausted, and I'd have to sit there and hold onto the rail and wait for a while because I couldn't breathe. My back and legs were always hurting. And after I'd wait a while, I'd finish the rest of the climb up to the washer and dryer and put the clothes in. And I was actually living with my grandson at the time, so he would take the clothes up for me and all that, so I didn't even have to do that. Now I'm over at Dan's house. They have a 2-story home. I'm up and down the stairs all the time, just like the good old days. It's awesome. And one thing I really loved doing when I was younger was walking. And I have not been able to walk at all in years. I now walk twice a day. I walk in the morning, I walk in the evening, anywhere from 2 to 3 miles a day. And I absolutely love it. It's just to get out, get the fresh air, get the cobwebs off, and it's just awesome. And there's a picture of me there with my friend's dog, Ginger. We're going for a little walk there, and she loves to walk. And so it's just so great. And I love doing this. And probably not the most, but I mean, what is so very important to me is the ease of this program and the convenience of it. And I truly, when I started this, made a promise to myself that I would be on, I would stay on this forever. I mean, not particularly on the program, but keep my weight down. And I felt, and I still feel very strongly, that this is the program for me to accomplish that. And so I feel very confident about that. But you know, if I have to go out shopping and then I'm not sure if I'm going to be home, I just throw a couple of bars in my purse. Hey, I'm free. And I love to be free. I hate to be tied down. And if I get started on a project, you know, I don't want to have to think about, oh, I got to go. So I have these little tiny mini, I call them my mini tools. I have a mini slow cooker and a mini grill and a mini waffle iron. And so if I know I'm going to be busy, like I love to scrapbook, I'm sitting down working, I'll put my my soup on just as soon as I finish my other fueling. And in my 3 hours, hey, it's done. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to do anything. When I'm ready, it's ready. It's just awesome. It's just a terrific program. And I'd sure hope that you would think about it and join me on my journey. Thank you.
It's a lot of fun doing it together with friends, that's for sure, you know. And there's so many things that you said I wanted to touch on. So you said commitment to yourself. You made the commitment to yourself. And I think a lot of people sometimes get stuck because we've tried so many things in the past where we feel like, oh my gosh, you know, here we go again. Why is this going to be different? Is this really going to work for me? But, you know, it always starts with a commitment to making that decision for yourself. Because I think sometimes we break our commitments. We keep commitments for others, but we don't always keep commitments to everybody else. To ourselves, excuse me. We keep commitments for others, but not so much for ourselves. And one of the habits that we work on in this program is actually commitments, you know, making the commitments, really defining your why. Where do you want to be? If you can make this commitment of health to yourself, who else in your life is going to be affected by this? Because, you know, like Dan got started for this. He got a little health scare from his doctor, and he made this commitment to himself, but also to his family. He wanted to be there for his daughter, her graduation, to be there for the important things in life. And then look at what's happened. It's now gone on, and it's inspired health to you, Margaret. You're walking again. You're doing what's fun and wonderful in your life. When, you know, we got to share yesterday, and that's really what inspired me to do this call. It's because your story is so powerful that it's about redefining your life. It's not always about losing weight. Sometimes we focus just on, okay, I've got to do a diet. Here we go again. But this is really more about creating the life that you desire. And it's so exciting to see that not only have you been able to shed the 70 pounds, but you're out there walking 3 miles a day. You're enjoying time with your friend and walking her dog and getting out there and actually participating in your life and going to Dan's house and going up and down the stairs, you know, twice or as many times as you need to. That's living. So a little bit about who we are, and, you know, Margaret had mentioned fuelings and the simplicity and throwing things in her purse. So I'd like to give a little clarity, a little bit more detail about what our program's about for you. So a lot of, we'll say, quote unquote diets are, you get really motivated, you get prepared for your journey, and step number 1, you reach that healthy weight. And then, like I've done so many times, and I know probably many of you have done many times, is that you start reverting back into your old ways again. This is where we're different. Look at the step 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to skip over all of those things. We teach you habits of health. We teach you how to replace some of your unhealthy habits and learn new healthy habits that actually fit into your lifestyle. And since we are all completely different individuals, we customize a plan that suits you and your life. But our primary focus is reaching the potential in your health, and we create a plan that's going to help you optimize your health for the rest of your life and not gain your weight back again. So there's 4 amazing components to our plan. We have a health coach. So just like we have amazing health journeys, we go on and we help our friends and family. We say, join us in this fun of living life. So Margaret's now coaching. She's wanting to help her friends and family. And if you're seeing this video, it means you're probably one of her friends and family. And she's putting a little team of fun people together that want to do this together and have fun. So the support of an accountability buddy makes all the difference in the world. And that's basically what we are as your coach. We're just your accountability buddy, and we walk with you through your health journey. The Habits of Health system is the educational component. It's amazing. It helps you to retrain your mind, your mindset, and it helps you to look at what your habits are that need to be changed so that you can optimize your healthy living. Community of support. We do this together as a team. We have a blast. We do healthy happy hours where we get together, share recipes, share encouraging stories. It helps to build the belief that you can do this too. And like one of the reasons what Margaret said led her to this is that she saw everybody else doing it, and that built her belief that she could do it too. If everyone else can, there's no reason why she can't. And we have a wonderful Facebook secret community that we really share wonderful recipes and encouragement as well. And that brings me to the last component here, which is our fuelings. And I put this one last. Most people think that's the go-to, like that's the most important. Quite honestly, it's a tool to get you healthy. It is fantastic, and I'm going to touch on that in a second. But the support and the education, I like to say, is quite frankly the most important component, because we are stronger together. And when we focus on creating a healthier lifestyle, we focus on your reason why you want to get healthy, and we educate you in that area, it's really where everything starts changing and awakening you into changing the lifestyle. So that's usually where we like to start. Our fuelings are amazing. They are all nutritionally balanced. They're going to provide you all of your protein, your fiber, your vitamins, your minerals. We've got probiotic in there. We've got additional vitamin D in there. So it's going to create health from the inside out. Fantastic. Now, again, everybody's different. So what we do is we schedule an assessment with you. We take a look at what your goals are, where you are in your health, and then we customize a program that's going to work for you and your lifestyle. So most of our plans, our most popular plan is the 5-in-1 plan. I'd say about 90% of our clients qualify to be on this plan, but again, it starts with the assessment. That's the plan I'm on, Dan's on, and Margaret is on. What I love so much about this is that your body starts burning fat for fuel. So why this program works so well is that, you know, we're fueling our body every 3 hours with beautiful just nutrition. It's giving your body all the vitamins and the nutrients and the protein that it needs to actually burn through our fat cells and fat stores, and that's where our energy source comes from. So some of the great benefits of fat burning is that you're not so hungry during the day. Your cravings are very, very minimal. We detox all of that in the first 4 days of being on the program, and you start feeling amazing. Your energy is quite honestly through the roof. And why is that? Because since your energy is coming from your fat, we all kind of have endless supplies of fat cells in our body. So we're burning through that, and we have the endless supply with us. So we are actually feeling like, I like to say, you kind of feel like an Energizer bunny. It's amazing how great you feel in fat burning. So what we would love to do is invite you to join us. The first thing that you'll want to do is basically reach out to Margaret and schedule an assessment. In that assessment, probably Dan or I will join her, and we will find out where you're at currently in your state of health, what made you reach out, what your goals are. We're going to take a look at your habits. What's your eating habits, your sleep habits, some of your exercise habits. So we can actually customize a plan that's going to work for you. Another thing that we're going to do on that is kind of look at your food budget and what you're currently spending on food right now, because our primary goal for you is to get you healthy. So we're going to take a look at what you're currently spending and hopefully customize a plan for you that's not going to cost you any more money. That's the beautiful piece of what we have to offer. Our primary focus is you, getting you the health that you desire, and really helping you create the life that is going to help you live your best life. So the first thing this step is to reach out to Margaret, and we can get an assessment scheduled, and truly we want to help you create lifelong transformation. So thank you for sharing, Dan, and thank you for sharing, Margaret. We are very excited to speak with you and hopefully help you live your best life. Let's see if I can stop my recording here.